Hi everyone, Skillshot99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live, the Crypt Wing map reveal, and we got some cool stuff for you guys tonight. As you guys know, I am a little bit under the weather, but I want to do a quick map reveal, also do a Q&A, and walk you through some of the different zones that we're going to be using in this next block. You can see it is the Crossfire Wing, and we're going into the Crypt. I'm super excited about this map for a lot of reasons. It's got some new zones, some new ways to score. Also, it has more space, so it's going to look a little less congested, unlike me, who's very congested. But this is some cool stuff, and hopefully you guys got your questions ready at once we have the conclusion of this event. If we finish a little early, you guys get a little break. But if we go up till 9 o'clock, then you'll get to go into the Jules fishing event on the portal. So, you guys ready? Can you guys hear me loud and clear, or at least the best that I can do? Believe it or not, I'm trying to feel a little better, but just not there. All right. Okay, appreciate that. You guys are being nice. All right, here we go. Let's take a quick look at the map on the big screen without all the fixtures and all the other ingredients that we put into the map. I see Busy Bee. It's really a pleasure to help create. Privileged to be a part of creating memories for sure. This is a beautiful map. So here we go. This is what the crypts look like. It gives you kind of that dark, desolate, interplanetary vibe on the surface where you kind of went into the crypt and you don't know what you're going to find. Great color combinations. Certainly the purple, the red, the orange. I know somebody asked the distinction between the heaven location and the hell location. So I'm going to go through just with the with kind of the pointer and show you a couple things that I like, and then we'll get all the extra fixtures and stuff in the background so you can see. Nice big chest areas. That didn't sound good, but you know, you can fit your bosses there, your kangs there, so a lot of room really to navigate. You can see we got the forge. This is the hell area over here. You can see the stairs are going down. This is where the DZ is going to set up. We got a nice little platform here, a little extra room for our some of our pets. The connection between the hell location up to the ozone, then the other chest area, and then you got these kind of portal areas that are going to set behind the walls. This is the sniper area. Now, there's going to be some other things in the sniper area. The haystacks are there, the portal's there, but you can see here's the golden bridge we talked about. What that allows you to do is that allows you to take a rover or a tank into that sniper zone. We'll talk about the sniper zone in a little bit. Over here is the heaven location, which is going to be the home team. The home team always gets heaven, and the road team always gets hell. So at least you start out with that way. Now, you can't overtake by portaling over to the other side, from one side over to the other. But if you do climb the stairs, you climb the stairs here, and there's this bridge. It kind of goes through the clouds and gets to the ozone. And, of course, you can always jump down and go to the wall area. So that is basically your overview. Down here is still going to be where your cyborgs are. And now what we're going to do is we're going to show you, y'all ready to see the magic? How the magic happens when all of y'all are on a map? All right, here we go. Close your eyes, click your heels, and count to 3. And then you'll see it. There it is. All right, now all the extra stuff is kind of there. Things that I use to keep score, things that you use, the way you navigate. Some things won't, you know, this is a template, so obviously this is your siege, your captain, and also your sniper. Those will be on the individual players. But even with all the stuff on the map, it's still, you still got a lot of room there. Look at how much room you got with the tanks. You want to play a boss? Boss goes on the chest. Plenty of room there. You want to go disable a cyborg? Forge? Plenty of stuff. Everything kind of has a nice home. Things that you're going to get used to looking at are dragon stones. Look how much space you got with the dragon stones. All right. You guys can see the general map. Now, any questions that you have? So one of the things, as a little bit of the walkthrough with the crypt, is one of the first things I talked about was the difference between the heaven and hell locations. So Trigger's over here in the heaven location. We got JJ over here in the hell location. And any round that you solo, cap your area. You will, if you're in this location, you're going to get a horn. Well, you won't. Your bomber will. In this location, you'll get a wing. Now, if Trigger wants a horn, she'll go over to the other side, but she's got to get JJ out of there because you got a solo cap to get those rewards. And those are extra PCP awards. All right. Do you guys see the catapult? Catapult is new. Got a catapult on each side. I'll blow it up so you can see it a little bit bigger. Catapult, you can remove 2 blocks, 2 rounds, non-preventable. Remove a person from the temple. And they become squashed. Half damage next turn. Or you can take a block, a watchtower, and a straw man. Any of those are preventable. And you do get a Cata award for anything that you do just by releasing the catapult. Sniper Zone. Golden Bridge, as we talked about. All vehicles may enter it. A sniper in the zone will have range on any target. So, you do have to be the sniper. So let's say Kel is the sniper, signified by the X. She goes up into this area. She'll have range on any target. That means she can gas blast Trigger. Trigger gets hit, she goes into the sniper zone. No longer is there a no zone for launching. You get launched, you come up here in the sniper zone. Now, if you're not a sniper in the sniper zone, you don't have range on these items, on those walls. You have range on the watchtowers. So that's going to be a difference in gameplay. Any player that enters the sniper zone against their will take 25% extra damage. Each extra trip against your will adds another 25% damage. All right, PCP changes. Triple Crown. Hey, it takes a lot to get the Triple Crown, but we upped it to 150. Bold bonus. All right, bold bonus. Remember, you used to have your Siege and your Occupy going around and getting the ones that they need to get. Now, if you want to be really bold, spend an extra turn in the sniper zone. And you'll get a bold bonus of 50 PCP points. Darkness Falls, shatter all 3 of those dragon stones. On the opposing team, get 100 points. Now, one of the other things that we added, and you'll see some avatars, are the zombies. We've gotten more lighthearted and more fun out of the zombies, I think, than anything that we've ever introduced. So, if you want to make a zombie, and we have one on display up here, Zombie Moon, and put that into your lineup, that zombie will do certain things. They will either aimlessly go down here and mess around with the forge, stumble around and bumble down here and disable Cyborg, or you can actually have them attack. So they can gnaw on a couple of these blocks here. Round 1, they will take down 2 blocks. If you have them attack in round 2, they'll light up 2 towers. And in round 3, they will light up 2 straw men. You can play a zombie 2 rounds, or you can play a zombie 6 rounds. This is a shout out to those who have left us, and we're going to have them roam around the map and benefit their teams. You cannot be a sniper and get a bold bonus. That is correct. Because you're already a sniper, so it's not really bold, Ron. You're like, hey, I'm a sniper. I'm in the sniper zone. Nothing's going to happen to me. The bold bonus is for people who are not snipers that dare to step their foot into the sniper zone. But it's a good question. All right. I know you guys love the map. I wanted to play tonight. I was super excited about playing. No, the bold bonus is for the siege and the occupiers. It's for a siege and occupy person that have already gotten the other things they need, and now they're just going to chance it to try to get one more thing. Now, you got to watch that because you want to make them pay. You want to punish them for coming in your sniper zone. You you have to trigger the starter mechanism to get the occupy and the bold bonus. What I mean by that is if you get thrown in the sniper zone before you get the rover, you don't get credit for it. If you are a sieger and you want to go dip your toe into the sniper zone to start out, you can. It doesn't count as one of your core that you need, but it will give you the bonus. But remember, if you go there first, you're going to be carrying that 25% extra damage that you're going to be getting dealt for the rest of the game. Does that make sense? So yeah, if you want to siege and go into the sniper zone in the beginning, go for it. It does not lower your health cap. What it does is it makes you take more damage. So if you're hit by a big player, you're going to take a lot more. If you're hit by a player that's not upgraded, yeah, you might be taking 50% more damage. But in some cases, it could be a weaker player that's doing the same as a stronger player with 50% extra. You know what I mean? All right. So, wings and horns. If you get all the wings and all the horns, you get the Angel of Darkness buff and you deal 150% more damage. That's pretty cool. And you get 50 bonus points. And that'll be your bomber. Remember, your DZ occupiers, you don't have to be the DZ person that is starting the game there. You can just be a person that occupies the DZ. All right. Good questions. Very good questions. So there's definitely going to be a strategy to moving around and doing some of those things. What benefit is it when you put a boss on the chest that you talked about earlier? Well, you always put a boss on the chest. That's one of your core ways to score is capping that chest. Right? Put the boss on the chest. I mean, that's your flag cap right there, Joe. All right, so let me ask the group. with all the stuff on the map, can you see it better? Is it less cluttered for you? I think it is. I think it's great. I think we put spaces where, we had extra space in some areas that we couldn't really utilize it. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of wasted space on this map. I mean, take a look at needles. Needle to a haystack. Plenty of room there for a person to be there and a needle to be there. All right. I got time for a couple more questions. Any questions regarding gameplay movement? Do you feel less intimidated? All right. So, Ron, zombie players are used if you're short players. They're not quite, in my opinion, as beneficial as a real player, but they're not that far behind. I think we've lessened the gap a little bit. You would much rather use a zombie than, in my opinion, than get rid of your cyborg. So I think it kind of works like this. Player first, zombie second, cyborg last resort if you already got a zombie in your lineup. You cannot kill zombies. You can't kill them. You can't seal them. You can't. They have no smokes, no potions, and you don't play them. They just walk around and do things for you. So one of the biggest complaints that we had is people are like, oh, I got to play two characters, and I can't do this and play two characters. Well, now they wander around, and you know exactly what they're going to do. So always try to have players, because players will give you legends. Now, Ron, when you play a zombie, you get one team prevention for that zombie, just like with Ship Strike. So think about it like this. A zombie gets you points or disables. A zombie has a boss and a needle. A zombie only has two pets. So, Ron, if you have a zombie and you say attack, if there's a chest available, that zombie is going to, in round number 1, go to walls and play a boss if there's a boss available, a chest available. Or they will go to the walls and they will play a needle if there's a haystack available. However, if there's a grindle on that haystack, that zombie will aimlessly play their needle on that haystack and you'll lose their needle. You don't control it. It does what's available. It keeps the game going. You don't have to think about it. It is a predetermined set of things that happen. They do not have legendaries. So there's nothing that you do as a captain for the zombie except say disable forge or disable cyborg or attack. That's all you're going to tell me, and I'm going to tell you what the rest happens. I mean, you'll know because it's always predetermined. So, and it's not the first round a zombie is in. If you put a zombie in round 3 and he's not there in 1 or 2, then he goes straight to like 2 straw men. So it goes walls, watchtower, straw men. Walls, watchtower, straw men. Everybody with me on that? All right. Now, Ron, in the future, zombies will have what's called effects. And it won't be quite as strong as a legendary, but it will be almost like a legendary thing that happens. You don't have to play it. It just happens. So, for example, let's say Zombie Moon is in the game, right? So they say attack. Zombie Moon goes and eats the wall. and then round 2 goes to eat this. But Zombie Moon may have an effect. Now, Moon used to play a cryogenic ring and get to target the person. So something that might happen to Zombie Moon is their effect is on their first turn. It'll always happen on their first turn. Whoever is in the bomber zone is affected by a cryogenic ring. Now, that is not quite as strong as a legendary because you don't get to pick the target. So Zombie Moon's effect would be come all the way over here and infect Ron with the cryogenic ring. But let's say you're a player and you really want to hit Cat. You can't. It'd automatically be a zone play. So I would say what zombies are going to do with their effects are probably going to target with an ability in a zone, whoever's in that zone. So yes. So again, Ron, I'd say a player is still better, but then a zombie is close. Zombies have no inventory because they don't do anything. All they have is 2 pets, Ron. They have a boss, and they have a needle, and they eat walls. No inventory. But again, before you go crazy and say, oh yeah, you know, zombies, let's just put a whole bunch of zombies out there. I'm very particular about how this scaled. Players are better. Players have preventions they can use when they want. They have legends that they can target with legends. They have grenades. They have potions, smokes, all of those things. A zombie does not, but you don't have to play it. They just go around and do things that you don't have to worry about. There's pressure off of you. And that's why it's going to be so much fun. I've been requested to do like gnawing sounds on walls, and so you don't know. You don't know what we're going to get. Maybe there'll be some sound effects, like some crunching sound effects. All good questions. All good questions. And I'm glad Ron asked several of these because I think this is going to alleviate some fear of playing it. All right. Tanks add rage every round, Joe. It gets you a cannonball, and every round you're occupied in it, you get 1 point of rage. All right, everybody. I am going to make an attempt to get well so we can have a really, really good match Wednesday night. We've got Sly traveling to Vox. Next Monday night, we got Mir traveling to Ark. And next Wednesday night, we've got Ship Strike. So the map is set up. We're going to have a lot of fun. You guys go join the fishing. JJ and Julia set up a great competition for you guys. And it is 1 hour, so it is timed. I'll be with you guys in spirit, and hopefully I'll be with you guys 100% Wednesday night. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hopefully we answered all your questions. Talk to you soon. Peace.